All right, folks, welcome to your Monster Energy Weekend Preview, Round 3 of the Pro Motocross Championship and the Super Motocross World Championship rolling on. This is a highly underrated round, Thunder Valley outside of Denver, Colorado. First of all, look how beautiful and picturesque this is. The highway is right on the other side of this pit. It's very easy to get in and get out because it's all on a hillside. Great viewing, a kind of place where you want to all four motos go to different vantage points. And you never know how the conditions are going to turn out. A lot of people talked about rain coming into this race. I can tell you today, Friday afternoon on press day, it's actually much drier than anyone expected. But we could have rain later. We don't know how the track prep will be tomorrow. That's why you got to come to the races and see what you get. On our show today, we're going to talk to a couple of key figures. We'll talk to Max Lee, who is the team manager for the Troy Lee Designs Red Bull Gas team. We'll get an update on a couple of injured riders on his side. Also some updates coming from the Club MX team. We have a rider from the UK, Joel Rizzi, coming over here for his first experience racing the Nationals in the US. And lots of other thoughts and analysis as we get ready to go racing here over a mile high of elevation.
You saved little Johnny's life last weekend.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I wasn't a part of the plan to be out there, but yeah, man, quick decision, and like literally last second saw the kid and the dad, and yeah, man, just thankful I got some skills on a dirt bike.
Yeah, take us through what you were thinking when you came off the track and kind of had to make a split decision. Like, where were they standing, and how did you split them?
Well, that tabletop was kind of in a weird spot. Like, it was a turning tabletop, and the way we were coming at it, we were scrubbing and getting to the left side, and man, momentum just took me to the left and off the track, and I'm watching because I'm in the middle of banners and then watching the front on like the side of the track. So I'm focused on that, and then as soon as I come out from that little spot and I'm trying to find like a place to get back on the track, the kid and the dad are, I guess, walking to the infield or something, and it's close to the mechanics area, so it was like literally right on the side of the track. And yeah, dude, it was gnarly. Like, last second seeing him, slid the rear end and kind of tried to stand myself back up to then just kind of go around him. And yeah, you can see, like, it's funny, I kept watching the video back, and like the dad's walking with his kid, and then like he realizes before the kid, and he's just like gone, just like leaves the kid. It's pretty funny, but yeah, gnarly.
You've shown some really good speed this year. What do you think it's going to take to really kind of put it all together and get on the podium this year?
I mean, I know I'm capable, and the team does too, and I've been putting in the work. And honestly, for me right now, for me to get on the box, it really just comes down to getting the seat time. I mean, I probably had maybe 2 weeks, 2 weeks and a half of like good training, and that's pushing it to come out here and race with guys that have been doing it since Supercross and coming off the couch. So it's been tough, but the more and more I'm out here with the guys and racing and getting those good starts like last weekend, it'll come quick.
Decent season. Go ahead and kind of walk us through the first couple rounds and maybe give us a little injury update on Mosman, since it's been kind of crickets all week long.
Yeah. Overall, Supercross season was pretty good. Definitely a learning experience for me, the crew, and everyone, just getting to work together and learning the change and everything. But I thought it was a fairly good season for the most part. Just a little unfortunate the way it ended. We had a couple of our riders hurt. Justin was on a really good roll, and I was hoping to get some more wins by the end of the season, man. He was just crushing it, and so excited to come back racing every weekend. But miss that energy for sure. I can't wait till he's back out here racing. For Justin, it's been unfortunate. He had a little complication with his surgery, so he's back on the motorcycle. It's been prolonged another couple weeks. Pierce is actually back riding. He started riding this week, started off with some turn track and stuff like that. First day on a real track today, actually, and plan to be back somewhere in the next couple weeks, thinking maybe Southwick or Spring Creek. Again, Michael Mosman, it's been a tough season for him. The kid is just so dang talented, and it's just, That's racing, you know. I feel like, unfortunately, no matter how much work you put in, sometimes it bites you when you don't expect it. But he's had a positive attitude. It's just been tough for him, man. I mean, we've been working so damn hard and trying to get the motorcycle better, and he's been busting his butt. And he just had a crash last weekend on the start, jammed his shoulder pretty good. It looks like he's probably going to need some surgery. We're not exactly sure just yet on when we can get him back on the bike, or if we're able to get him back before the end of the season. I'm really hoping so. But he's just devastated, man, and we all are as a team. It was cool to just see him back on the motorcycle and get him back racing outdoors and kind of get the experience again and get some momentum going, and fighting for a couple top fives and some podiums. But man, it's just unfortunate. I'm really bummed for him. But fortunately, we do have Caden Braswell this weekend. We had him on to fill in for the first 4 rounds for Pierce Brown, and he's learning. The results definitely, I don't think, show his work ethic or his speed, but he's learning. It's his first outdoor season on the team, but he's been a TLD athlete for a long, long time and a really good kid, and he's been a friend of mine as well when I was doing all the amateur support over at TLD. So it's cool to help him out. And for us to have him out here and have a rider and a bike at the races for the team, the sponsors, the crew, it's good to just be out here, and I'm happy to be here with a rider, and hopefully the weather stays good for this weekend. We'll see. But rain or shine, we're ready to race.
So with Braswell, is he now, with, I guess, the recent injuries, will he stay on past that four-week mark, or are you going to maybe extend it?
We haven't officially decided. We're still planning on just the 4 weeks with him. I really want him to improve on his results and get some top 15 and some top 10 finishes for sure before we make that decision. It would definitely help make it easier for us. But I think he's got it in him. I mean, I really hope he can turn it around and crush it these last 2 weekends racing, and we can continue on with him. But again, he's got to show it. So yeah, we're here behind him 100% to give him that opportunity, but it's up to him.
So with the recent injury update with Martin last weekend, what can you kind of tell us about him, and if you've talked to him and kind of where his mindset's at?
So Jeremy's unfortunately still in the hospital in North California. He's had a couple surgeries. He's kind of in the recovery now. Hopefully get him home soon and keep building on his recovery from there. His spirits are high. He's a great guy, so it's hard to get him down, but his spirits are up and he's doing as good as he can be.
Absolutely. Well, let's go to a little bit more positive note. Can you take us through kind of the decision to move Marchbanks up to the 450 and what went into that?
Dude, he's just good on that bike. He's a big guy on a 250, and we want to see him battle and get through that fight, but there's just such a good opportunity and good placement right now for him to get on the 450 and show what he can really do. He rides the new bike really well. I think we're going to see some good stuff from him this weekend.
Do we have any plan to maybe do a fill-in while Martin's out or anything like that? Maybe bring somebody up from your amateur program or anything like that?
Yeah, so after Loretta's, we're going to see how the A guys do that we have and maybe bring them in for a race or two. Right now we're going to focus on getting Phil back within the next week or two, and then focus on these guys and just keep going forward.
So how has Kilroy adjusted to the team and results and everything? Are you satisfied with what he's been putting up?
Yeah, Kilroy's a worker. Great kid, good to have around the team. He's just coming back from an injury himself, so just seeing him build every weekend is all we're really looking for. We can see it during the week. He's getting faster, he's getting more comfortable. He's so smooth, his speed's going to come, and I think we're going to see some good stuff in the next couple weeks.
Ryder D had a pretty good year so far, I would say. What kind of has been the feel over these first few Pro Nationals now that we're all in?
Yeah, my first rookie season, it's been tough. Obviously, the results have been subpar. I expect myself to be up there a little bit more, but we've worked on that during the week, and I think coming into round 3 and even 4, just getting into that race condition. I need to build that fitness up a bit, and I think I'm in really good shape. It's hard to replicate racing. So coming into here, I think we got a good base now.
Do you have much experience racing at this track specifically? And if not, what do you expect going into a weekend like this?
I haven't raced here ever. I think I was here when I was 3 years old and they had the night race. But I've been to Altitude, Mammoth, and Salt Lake, so that shouldn't be anything new.
Working with Ryan Villapoto, talk a little bit about that, what it's like to have someone so iconic kind of on your side and helping you with everything.
Yeah, there's no excuses when it comes to the work, but To have a guy like him is super important, and it's been a big help. He's very honest, which I need, and I think it's going to go a long ways in the future. But the more we get to know each other, the more he gets to know me riding-wise, I think it's going to play a big part of my game.
Absolutely. What kind of expectations can we look from you maybe for the rest of the year and where we hope to end up towards the end of the season?
I had a goal starting is to be top 8, and last weekend I was top 8, and then Paula was top 8 until I crashed. But I'd like a 6-6 or even like a top 6, top 7.
Joel, you are making your pro debut here, coming over from MXGP. What kind of expectations do you have going into this weekend?
Yeah, I'm here from the MXGP. I've had a tough year with some teams. My team I was with, it ended. So this year kind of just blew out of proportion. So I just wanted to do what was on my list, is to come out here and do a pro motocross, you know. And I've got no expectations really. I know if I ride how I can ride, I'll be up in the sharp end and might turn some heads, you know. That's the goal.
How many races do you plan to do over here?
For now, just the one, because the people that are helping me out, DK Off-Road and Aces Motorcycles, they're based in Colorado, so they're helping me out. Yeah, their workshop's like 25 minutes down the road, so this is the only one I have on the list at the moment, but I would love to do them all.
As I understand, this is kind of your first race, or you've only raced here in the States once before. What do you expect coming here, and then especially with the altitude?
Yeah, I did the Mini O's back in 2019, and it was quite successful. I was third in the motocross, which was good. But out here, yeah, we'll have to see how the altitude is tomorrow. But yeah, I'm sure I'll be fine. I'm just out here to have some fun, rip it, and yeah, have a good time.